All right, so today we have Echo Means Business to launch. This is an Echo initiative that is targeted to the Landscape Pro user. So what we're going to do today is roll through and talk about what Echo's renewed focus is in the Landscape Pro, talk about Echo Means Business, which is their new website industry partnership venture. We'll talk about a launch plan, some expectations that Echo has of us, and some expectations that we have of everybody on this call. And then we'll go through the launch materials that we have for our dealers. So Echo has a renewed focus on the Landscape Pro. The past 2 years they've spent really targeting the homeowner market, and they've lost a little bit of a sense of self in the Landscape Pro arena. So this year, for 2017, they've really ramped things back up with the launch of the Echo Pro Extreme Series, the 2620 last year, and following through with that this year. They've really regained some ground marketing-wise with the Landscape Pro customer. So they have a lot of marketing efforts that are targeted at that user. There's a lot of digital campaigns targeted directly to landscapers, and then also some key supportive industry and trade publications that they see as relevant to our industry and to landscape pros. So now, a big component of this is their website called echomeansbusiness.com. So to understand what Echo Means Business is, I need everybody here to understand what content marketing is. So content marketing, you've probably seen it. You may not have known that that's what you were looking at, and you may have known that's what you were looking at. It's marketing that involves the creation and sharing of online material, so it's videos, blogs, social posts, sponsored articles, how-tos, that kind of thing. And it doesn't explicitly promote a brand, but it mentions the brand, or it has pictures or imagery of that specific brand. And so it's intended to stimulate an interest in products or services, but not necessarily in that particular brand or product or service. So some examples of this include what Exmark is doing with their DIY videos this year. So they have videos that are targeted to homeowners in that LAO market that they're trying to reach, and they're focused on things like building a fire pit in your backyard, and I think there's one about staining a deck or something like that. So they're not necessarily related to mowing. There's always a mower in the imagery in the background. There's always the Exmark logo associated somewhere. But they are not specifically focused on lawn care or landscape. They're focused on content that can help a homeowner make a better backyard and make a better lifestyle for themselves, while promoting Exmark kind of underneath. There's a lot of similar websites out there that do content marketing. You may have seen them before. There's one called Tablespoon, which is sponsored by General Mills, and what they're doing is promoting recipes and tips for the kitchen, but they're focusing on big picture things, not necessarily their brands. But on the website, you can see their brands are clearly there. They're in some of the pictures. They're referenced in the recipes. So there's a lot of ways to go about content marketing, and this is a really big thing in today's internet marketing arena. So it's something that Echo really wanted to get into, and something that we're fully supporting and standing behind with them on. So Echo Means Business is a non-branded website. Other than having Echo in the name and the URL of the website, it's not mentioned anywhere. The logo is not used on the website. And it was built as a service for industry professionals and contractors. So anybody who uses lawn equipment professionally is kind of the key audience for this website. So the goals of the website are to provide business tips and resources for industry professionals, engage with end users in meaningful ways to build brand awareness and loyalty, and then connect end users and industry professionals with dealers and manufacturers and people in the distribution chain. So you'll see as we go through here, there's a couple different user focuses of this website. So that includes industry partners, which are manufacturers, Echo representatives, distributors. So that includes us, and then any dealers who are involved in the website as well. So any dealer employees who log on. The second main group that they have is called a user advisory group. This is a group of selected landscape professionals who are using their voices and their social influence to build content for the site and to really foster a lot of the conversation that's going on. And then the key group here is really the landscape pros and the contractors that we have And then we'll talk here about kind of the expectations for each of these groups. So with industry partners, Echo is expecting that our dealers participate in this website. So that's going to involve a little bit of TM engagement to get our dealers signed up and show them what the website is, as well as promoting what the posts are and what the value of the website is to those dealers. So we'll talk a little bit more about how we want you to communicate this to your dealers and the value that we think it can bring to them and to their customers. Then the TMs and distribution are another component of the industry partners here. So we have been instructed or asked by Echo to participate in the website via different personnel here at Lepco. So that includes sales, marketing, technical service, and anybody else who's interested in joining the website and participating in it. So that is something that is an expectation of all of us. On the user advisory group, remember this is that key group that is really the voice of the website, and they are perceived as the voice of the industry. They have strong ties in social media, they post a lot, they know a fair amount about product, they typically are using the product, or they may be first-time Echo users. So Echo has found these user advisory group members through some of their previous endeavors in product ambassadorships and key social activities that they've done in the past. And they've identified 13 members across the country who are active on the site. All of those members were solicited and have agreed to participate and post various content. So they're required to post articles and videos and all sorts of things on the website and to foster a lot of the communication that goes on the website. So these UAG members are providing the content, they're participating in the forums, and they're objectively reviewing products for Echo and for other brands. So a key part of this is that they've been given product by Echo, they had choices of some product, and they are using that product throughout the season and then reporting back on it to Echo and through this EMB media. So then the third user group, again, is the Landscape Pros. So this is something that Echo is really encouraging us to promote through our dealer channel. They see a lot of value in our dealers promoting Echo Means Business to their Landscape Pros. The idea behind the site is to really be a better industry partner and be a better business partner. And they think one of the best ways for us to accomplish that is through our dealers. So giving our dealers the opportunity to say to their landscapers, hey, I have this great website you should check out. There's more about growing your business, marketing your business, and all sorts of things like that. They think that that is the key to getting Landscape Pros engaged in the website. So we have a lot of resources for our dealers to do that. So EchoMeansBusiness.com encompasses a lot of different content. So there's best practices, there's industry standards, how-tos, safety videos, product reviews, and the forum. And we're going to look at what that is right now. So when we go to EchoMeansBusiness.com, you'll see the large banner across the top here. Eventually will say something about being open to all contractors. The site's fairly simple in design. As you can see, there's no Echo logo on the top. It's really just the branding and the name of the website. So there are some options across the top here that include growing your business, which is really those online blog posts that are directed to Landscape Pros. And then there's a gallery of videos, and then there's a forum. So there's the three main components to the website. Another thing that we'll get into here is the sweepstakes and how they plan to engage users who are on the site. So the key to accessing the full site is to making sure that you're logged in. The basic idea behind the website is that there's this forum that people can participate in. So we can see here that there are a whole bunch of different conversations already happening. These forums are kind of fostered by the UAG members, but they are they involve a lot of industry partners and a lot of Landscape Pros when you click through and look at them. So for example, you can see there's one here that's already talking about competitive product. That's something that they really want to happen on this site. It's not just about Echo, it's also about all of the competitive product that's out there. And you'll notice there's instances where customers are taking the opportunity to tell Echo various things. So especially in this blower one, there's a lot of talk already about Echo creating a larger CFM blower, which I know is very important to our area. And so this is really a way that customers can voice their opinion kind of indirectly, but directly with Echo. So that's something to keep in mind, is you're encouraging users to go on the website and share their views on Echo products and on outdoor power equipment in general. You'll also note here that there are things beyond handheld equipment. So there's a lot going on already about lawnmowers. I know there's a lot of mention on here of Skag and Exmark already. So that is something that is also part of this. It's not just about handheld equipment. So that's another kind of value add for us being in the industry. So that's the forum kind of in a nutshell. And then when we go down to this growing your business section, this is really the blog section of the website. So they have these blog posts that are created by various users. And these are something that our dealers would really be smart to share via their own social media channels as a way to show that they're business partners with landscapers in the industry. For example, here there's an article about 5 steps to kick off your own rural landscape business, or 10 types of emails to send to your landscape customers. There's safety tips here. There are the top attachments for landscapers, attracting more business, ranking better on local search, how to pick the right oil, and getting leads from your website. So there's a lot here that's more than just maintaining equipment or using the right oil or Echo product in general. So there's a lot going on. I would really suggest that you, when we give you the code later on in this webinar, that you go on and find something that really speaks to you, whether it's how your landscapers can market better, or kicking off a business for maybe some of your smaller, more rural dealers, how they can connect with their landscapers. Find something that appeals to you and something that you think will appeal to your dealers, and keep that in mind for when you are launching this to them. So far we've covered the forum and we've covered the blog posts. Then the second or the third part of this is the gallery, which is really just a house for a whole bunch of videos. So you'll see a lot of product comparisons here. There's one on how to make a prosumer chainsaw choice. There's the video that went viral on the Pro Paddle. There's the comparison on the Farm Boss versus the Timberwolf. So there's a lot going on here that you can also see and point out to your dealers, or maybe they want something they want to share with their customers. Another main component of the website for the Landscape Pro is the sweepstakes. So as you can see here, Landscape Pros who are on the website have a chance to win tickets to the 2018 MLB All-Star Game. So there are a lot of ways that they can earn ballots. The key to all of this is that they are registering via one of our dealers, because then our dealers also have the chance to win. If one of their customers wins the prize, they get a chance to win also. So the key here is that there's a lot of opportunities for our Landscape Pros to earn registrations or ballots for this promotion. So as long as they register on the website, register with a dealer code, if they participate regularly in a forum, if they post, if they refer friends who register, if they register Echo product and provide their email address, they'll also get extra registrations for this prize. So there's a lot of ways for them to win, and this is something that Echo's invested in a little bit, because they do want people to come back to the site and people to continue accessing the site. So that's a nice added feature. It's not something that we've really focused on in the dealer launch materials, but it's something that's mentioned in all the Landscape Pro materials and something that's promoted online. So definitely I would be aware of what the promotion is here and how people can win. There are also daily prizes and weekly prizes that people can win. So there's a daily prize of one of the chainsaw squishy things, and then weekly prizes of the hat, and monthly prizes of a whole kit of Echo things. And then the grand prize is obviously the All-Star Game. So there's a lot of cool ways to keep people engaged and keep them excited about the website. Any questions on the website so far? going to take that silence as a no. So the next part of the presentation here is really what our launch plan is, and we're a little bit late to the game here. This is something that Echo launched in April, but they've just provided dealer materials recently, so we're launching it now. So there's probably a lot of landscape pros that are already on the website, which you might run into. So their goal for the launch is to position EchoMeansBusiness.com as an industry-leading content provider supported by a respected user advisory group. And their tactic is to entice pro users to become members through the national sweepstakes, but also through meaningful content. To promote this, the site launched April 1st, and they've done several e-blasts to landscape pros from trade industry magazines where they've received their contact information. They're also promoting it on echo-usa.com, and then there's cross postings in their social media channels and in various trade industry press releases. There's also Google ad campaigns and a WeatherBug campaign, so they are investing quite a bit into this to get people on the site and get them involved. So the remainder of 2017, they have a lot of ongoing social posts, e-blasts, and advertising to promote Echo Means Business. So you'll probably see a little bit of this ramp up here at the end of June, but then it'll kind of taper off into a more steady pattern of marketing throughout the rest of the year. Like I said, our launch plan starts today with this webinar. We have a series of customized email planning that are scheduled to go out to dealers beginning next week. We plan to share some of the content from Echo Means Business via our social media channels. We do have a couple landscape pro followers and dealer followers. And then the TM introduction at dealerships is really a key part of this. From after July, we have some ongoing regular emails scheduled that we're going to send out to our dealers to promote some of the articles found online and just promote some general ideas about how they can be better business partners to the end users that we both service. So Echo, as I stated previously, has invested a lot into this, and they have some expectations of us, and we also have expectations of ourselves. So they are tracking distributor and dealer participation on the site to ensure that there are industry voices. They do understand that not all dealers will participate in this, not all landscape pros will participate in it, but it is something that they want to have a fairly robust representation from each distributor on. And we are committed to supporting Echo in this. So a key part of supporting Echo in this is making sure that we are all signed up and participating in the forums as appropriate. So that includes sales, marketing, and technical service. And the goal is for all of us to log in using the LEPCO code that we have and consistently promote Echo Means Business to dealers and landscape pros as we see fit. So you'll see the code here at the bottom of the screen. It's D144000100, and that code that's required for all manufacturer partners, which would be us. We're in that distributor manufacturer partner arena. So this code is really important because it will designate our user accounts as industry partners. They don't want us appearing on the website as landscape pros. They don't want us appearing as UAG members. They would like us to be there as industry partners. So on the forums and anything that we participate in, it will be designated as such. There is no identifying information associated with the accounts other than what we put in there. So your username can be as generic or as specific as you want it to be. It won't say anything about LEPCO. To any user on the site, Echo will know that it's us, though. So just make sure that what you're posting is appropriate, and don't be afraid to say anything that you think is relevant to any of the end users who are talking on the site. So on the TM/dealer expectations side, we would like each of the TMs to provide an overview to dealers. So this overview is going to include 4 things. It's a website description and value proposition, so you'll receive a lot of this information via email and in the launch materials that you get. That basically is explaining the website to the dealer, the value of it, and why we're supporting it. Getting the dealer to sign up using their dealer employee code is the second component of this. Doing a site walkthrough, like I said earlier, take some time to go around the site, find your favorite thing, point that out to your dealer, talk to them about how it's relevant to them and their business and their customers. And then the fourth thing is the promo flyers that we have, setting those up at the dealership if they'll let you. They're counter stands, so they should be pretty easy to tuck somewhere for their landscape pros to access. The biggest key to launching this with dealers is finding the right person at the dealership. So it's probably, in some cases, not going to be the owner of the dealership. I know a lot of our dealers do have active Facebook pages. They actively email their customers. So find the person at the dealership who is promoting their business via marketing or social media, and talk to that person about this project. This is not something that most owners will be involved in. It might be the sales manager, it might be the parts guy who runs social media, but find that person and make sure you connect with them about this, because they're really the one who's going to get interested in it and drive it for you. And that's really what we want. We don't want the materials to go out to just the ownership or whoever it is and sit there because they have no interest in social media or no interest in actively pursuing this content marketing endeavor. So we have several dealer launch materials to share with you. That includes a launch letter, a dealer code sheet, and then flyers. So with regards to your launch instructions, there is a launch letter included in the packet that is in with your dealer kits. So that should be UPS'd out to you. It was sent yesterday, so most of you should receive it by the end of the week here. The launch letter includes details about Echomeans Business. I would say the key to this is just going on the website yourself and kind of understanding the content that's there so you can explain it fairly straightforward to your dealers. So there's launch letters, there's copies in there for all your dealers. There's also a custom dealer sheet here, so dealer names are at the top for you, and dealer employee codes and Landscape Pro codes are listed there. So what we would like you to do is help someone at the dealership sign up for the website using their dealer employee code. This will designate them as an industry partner, similarly to our LEPCO code. This is kind of what will keep them out of that Landscape Pro group and ensure that they are not eligible for any of the sweepstakes. So we encourage you to take this sheet, write down the username and password you come up with. It will be emailed to them, but good idea just to write it down here for them. This also has their Landscape Pro code listed, which is what they'll want to share with their end users. We also would like you to do a site walkthrough, so make sure you're familiar with the site, make sure you have your login already activated. And then we have promotional flyers that you can set up. So these are just half sheets that go in a stand, and those can be set up on the parts counter, somewhere where Landscape Pros will see them. They state some of the key components of the website, but also have the dealer's custom code at the bottom of them for Landscape Pros to sign up. So it's something people can take directly from the dealership and sign up for the website from that. So some next steps for all of the employees here that are on the call, we would like you to create an account on echomeansbusiness.com using the distributor code that we have that's provided here. This will be in the weekly update as well if you need access to it again. Contact me if you need help to create an account. It's fairly straightforward, but if you need any assistance or anything, let me know. And like I said, you can make your username as generic or as specific as you'd like to. So if you like to stay hidden, I would suggest something that doesn't mean anything to people. If you want to be out and about in the front, then go ahead and do whatever you want to do. On the TM side, you'll receive an email today with your dealer list. So this dealer list will include everybody who participated in SA last year in 2016. So some new dealers are missing from this, but we are actively working to get them materials. So you'll receive the email with the dealer list. You'll also receive a package with flyers, letters, and custom dealer code sheets via UPS this week if you have not already received those. So what we would like is for each of you to visit your dealers by the end of July to launch the program to them. So while you're out booking your dealers, that's a great opportunity to take 10 to 15 minutes and talk about the website, get them signed up, walk through it with them, and set up the flyers in their showroom. And we ask that you please return your completed list to Christy by July 31st. If you need any help with this process, internal employees, if you need assistance creating an account, contact me. If you have dealers who have lost their code or are looking for more information and they can't find it in the emails that we're sending them or in the materials you provide, have them contact Inside Sales. They will have a list of all of the dealer employee codes, but also all the dealer customer codes. Any questions about this whole project or about Echo Means Business?
Hey, Katrina, it's Eric. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Why didn't they just go directly to YouTube with this? You know, it seems that's where the landscapers and dealers are living now.
Yeah, so they wanted to create content that was more than just video content. So in the past, they've done some YouTube content, but it hasn't really gone anywhere. They wanted to get into some additional blog posts and more how-to kind of articles. So that was a big part of moving to this format instead of just straight on YouTube. So you'll see a large component of it is videos and is directly linked from YouTube, but really it's about those meatier articles and something that's a little bit more substantial than a video. So that was their thought process there. It also makes it a little bit easier to share content via social media channels if it's not just video content. And then I see a question here from Matt. So the links on the site do not open unless you're registered for the site. So you can see some of the articles that are made public, but you cannot see things on the forum, and there's some other specific things that you can't see without being registered. So they wanted it to be an exclusive community of people who were in the industry or committed to the industry. So make sure that your dealers understand that they won't be able to see everything until they create an account. Any other questions? All right, well, we are going to wrap this up here. So if you have any questions about this project, feel free to contact Katie or I. If you have questions about the material that you received, just let us know. And again, like I said, you'll receive an email today with your dealer list, all the pertinent information that you need so you can get going on this. And then we'll have this recorded webinar in the weekly update if you want to refer back to it at all. Thanks for your time.